What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Wright Family Gaming Review. This week's game is going to be Port Logistics Simulator. I got this game, I think back in April, and I've played it quite a bit. Not a whole lot, not as much as the others, but I've played it quite a bit. It is a simulator game. It's created by Midnight Games S.R.L. It's rated E for everyone. PlayStation rating is 2.6 stars. It was released 4/10/2025. It's 2.77 gigabytes to download for console. Basically, you build a successful port and dominate the global trade. It's only console. I could not find it on Steam or anything. It's single player only, offline. PlayStation Store has it for $14.99. So I did some research on Midnight Games, and I do have a few of their games, and most of them's all right. But now on my research, uh, it's been said that they can't make or sell for PS5 line right now. It's only PS4. Rumors have said that they have made multiple accounts under different names to exploit the PlayStation wish list option that PlayStation has. I don't know the truth. I've heard quite a few people say that they're scammers. You know, they'll do what they can, but I don't know the truth at all. I've not really dug that deep into it. I'm more about the game itself. If the game's good, that's what we're rating. I'm not rating the company. I'm rating the game. Uh, if it's a bad game, I'll call them out. If not, then we'll go from there. But uh, let's dive in and see what y'all think about this week's game. All right. So right off rip, I want to say that it feels a little laggy to me. Uh, Not like the gameplay or it's lagging. It seems like when he's walking, it's slow. It kind of misses in spots. So this game starts out. So far, I've noticed it goes in days. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. It's one of those games. You start off right here in the shop. I like to call it main base. You got different chores that you got to do each day. A lot of times you got to work on forklifts, fill them up with gas, tighten the wheels up, fix the forks, make sure they're all good and done. Right off the rip, as you see, we'll start with graphics as always. Uh, Not bad, not real bad graphics. Things look about like they should. Uh, it's for the game. I mean, it's $14, so for that price, it's not badly done. People look all right. That's what I like. You actually have people walking around working on this game. It's pretty cool. I like that. Uh, but as far as today, I'm thinking, and we start out there today. We don't work in here because I don't see nothing available to do. There's our gas can. Usually we fill the forklifts up with, but and as you can see, you can also hear the people talking, which sounds pretty good. So, and there's people walking everywhere. There's people all over the port working. So, I mean, I love it. I think that's a good aspect to me. So, the truck to me looks like one of those F-150 Raptors. Nicely done though. It's real pretty looking. Looks kind of legit, real. What I do not like about it, it's got the lights on top, but you cannot turn the lights on. There's no way. I've hit every button. Uh, there's no turning the lights on. They won't come on and off. They're just there for show. I don't like that. If you're gonna have a, light bar on top, use it. So, but there's quite a few things to do on here. Uh, I like. There's quite a few, and all of it's pretty cool. You go from digging trash to oh, stuck. So you go from picking up trash on the port. You got to keep the port clean. So usually that's what I start out doing. First, I start out in the building cleaning up or working on the forklifts, tires, tightening up, gas, and all that. Then we come out here, get in the truck, and we go look for trash. We go walk around, gathering up all the trash, throw it in the bed of the pickup, and then we go take it to the dumpster, and then we go on to the next project. As you can see, graphics are not bad. I mean, are not bad at all for what this game is. This game is a simulator, a cheaper one, which is usually, you are pretty poorly done, but this one is pretty good. Especially to be $14. We seen the recycling bin last week, my recycling center. It was a little higher. It was a $20 game, but it was greatly done. Very good done. Uh, this one's a lot cheaper, and it's graphic wise, it's almost as good. It looks really good. Containers look good. Everything looks real. The rain looks pretty. As you can see, the sounds. I don't know. Let me turn my audio up. You might not be able to hear them. It's good because I got them turned down. But truck sounds like a truck. Rain sounds like rain. To me, it sounds pretty good. You can actually hear the rain hitting. Looks like we're going to start on the boat today. Yep. You do have a run option. Oops. Sorry. Forgot what button was the jump. Okay, square, not X. I'm used to X being jump all the time, you know. So this is your tugboat, basically, towboat. Uh, Part of our job is to get the boats to the dock. So we run out here. This is a very slow process because it does have a winch, but the winch will snap if you go too fast or whatever. So you stop right there and then it gets out. You go down. You click your little pulley here. Well, you got to hold it down. Then it hooks see there, hooks the winch to it. Get back in here, and this is where it gets real slow. You just kind of got to drive slow. Which you'll tell because if you get going real fast, I'll try to see if I can get it to do it real quick. Right there. See how the winch is turning dark red? The cable. That's how you know it's fixing to snap. And you are docked points for it if it snaps. I snapped one last time I played. It's fairly simple. You just go kind of slow with it, and you don't have to worry about it. The reason mine snapped the other day or yesterday, whenever it was I was playing it, was because I didn't realize I wasn't turning deep enough, and I got stuck at the edge of the dock, and I kept going, so it kind of just snapped the winch off. So you don't have to get them aligned properly, which would be very hard if you did, but especially with the winch not tightening up. Basically just drive into the smart and stop, and it aligns it. There you go. Now you docked, it's parked at the dock. Now you get off right here. Go get in your truck. There's trucks parked all over the map, so you don't have to keep going, running and trying to find the same truck. They've got them parked in every area that you have to go to, so. Now we're getting into the fun parts. I like these. I love cranes. Anything to do with cranes and stuff, I love using. And this has got a lot of that kind of stuff, like that big machine right there, container crane. That's one of my favorite big equipments is cranes. I love using the cranes. So you get up here. You got to figure out camera views first. That's the big number one thing you want to do. So if you look, it's kind of iffy if you start swinging the wrong way. But you go down here, you get lined up with your and then you close it, which is R1 and L1 to open the pistons, R1 to close, L1 to open. You lower with the up arrow and down arrow, and you move with the regular move. Like I said, just get your camera view situated. You can't look straight on. If you try to do that, you can't really see. So I always look to the side. Then you just let it down a little ways until you see where it's lined up, drop it, open it back up. So what you're doing is basically taking the containers off the one ship, we set them down there and we load them on an 18-wheeler. And then we'll take them off, drop them off at the factory or the warehouse, unload them, and then load them back up and put them on another container or another ship. You don't have to put it back if you don't want. You can run by holding R2 down on console on PlayStation 5. So yeah, as you can see, the sound of the vehicle sounds good, you know. It's a little iffy steering. It's just a little bit iffy. Big piece of equipment, so of course it ain't gonna steer very well. The gas, and especially reverse, it's kind of tricky. When you lower it down, it will move on you, so you just gotta kind of the reverse is tricky because there's no e-brake on this thing. So it's like you gotta hold reverse down for a little bit before it'll actually take off. Like, so that's barely rolling right there if you don't hold it down for long enough. So it's, without a parking brake, it's kind of hard to stop it when you want it to stop. See there, that was perfect. I usually don't get it like that. Them right there is the hardest ones, the ones that's setting up on that little slope, because you got to hold the button down a little longer, and it's a little hard to keep it from going over. See, I went over still, so. And you can diagonal it if you need to. See, I can't hold it down long enough for the stupid thing to. Well, I should have picked up right there. I don't. Huh. I don't know why I ain't picking it up. That should have been perfect right there. Guess I'm a little twisted or something. Yeah, there it went. See? Where you have to hold it down, it's hard to get it to stop right in the right place, but So I bought this game around the same time that I bought Oil Refinery Simulator. I actually bought this one first because I couldn't make my mind up. I seen them both at the same time, and I thought, well, but I was doing a stream, and the people on the stream was watching me, so we always usually look them together, and they seen it and was like, let's do the port one. So I said, okay. So I picked the port, and then like 3 days later or a week later, I picked the Oil Refinery one. Now we go jumping our 18-wheeler here. Now the 18-wheeler could sound a little bit better. It don't sound very deep enough to be an 18-wheeler, I don't think, but I do like the way they got the map up in the corner so you can see where you're going instead of having to click the map every time to make sure you're going the right way. I like how they got the person standing there to open the gate. I think that's pretty cool. Even though there's no button or nothing you see him hitting, but it's still cool that they're at least standing there. So this is where we unload them at. And basically you just park your truck, jump in this thing again. Then basically you got to do it all over again and put them in where the highlighted areas are, and then you'll jump in the forklift and unload it, take them to the warehouse right there. It is a little bit of a tight squeeze getting the forklift in there. but I mean, it ain't real bad. Dang it. Especially once you figure out the angle and all that of the forklift, it's not too bad. Too bad. But like I said, usually you start out in the main base, cleaning, fixing stuff, and then going to the forklift, and then going and cleaning up garbage. But for some reason today, it's going to go ahead and let us do the big stuff first. Yeah, I'm not lined up or something. It's not going to turn green for me. There we go. Sometimes you don't have to raise it up and drop it back down on it. I had to do that numerous times, actually. Oh, I messed that up. Daggone it. Yeah, see, if you don't pay attention, you can set them in the wrong spot, and then you have to kind of fight a little bit to get them in the right spot. So I put that one in the wrong spot. I was going to put it over here so you can just pull up. But that's how it happens. Good thing you can turn them like that. That didn't drop right. There we go. There we go. I always try to park this thing out of the way. Oh, okay. So I didn't know you could open both sides. Oh, you can't. So if you watch what you're doing and you turn them the right way, you can actually turn it. It's set it the way you do. Set it the way it needs to set so you don't have to work so hard. Well, what the crap? Well, shoot. Oh, it's turned the wrong daggone way. Daggone it. That's going to be a freaking mess. It's not gonna let me. It's not even gonna let me get up under it. There we go. There we go. There we go. We got it straightened out. So there's no way of turning lights on either. You just kind of, it turns on by themselves, I guess. So we're basically just gonna set them down in the highlighted spot. And then what we'll do, and so far I've not seen nothing real different. So it's all been kind of the same. So if it's the same as it always is, we'll put these in the warehouse. We'll go get in our truck. We will drive it to another boat and we'll pull it, and then we drop the boat off again. Yep, that ain't in there, right? Ain't that stupid? Look at that. But we'll drop another boat off and then we'll unload. Well, I don't know. I don't think we unload containers. We'll take these and drop them off at the boat. See what I mean? It can be a pain in the rear. It can be. So it's better if you pay attention and you can get it in the right spots. 'Cause then you don't have to worry about this. You just kind of jump in, grab them, and go. See, it's not going. I'm stuck on the wall there. Ah. Yeah, sometimes you just can't do it either. Like everything in life, though, if you just never give up, keep going, it'll eventually happen. You never admit defeat. You're never defeated unless you just quit. Then you're defeated. As long as you still fight. You always live the fight. And you can't really mess with the camera views either. It's like it's a fixed camera, so. However, it's what you can move them like this, but you can't move it up and down or zoom in or. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we should be driving to the boat now. So far, I've not had it crash or freeze up or anything. Which everybody knows that's, that's a big no-no for us gamers. That's the worst thing that can possibly happen for a gamer, is a game to start crashing and freezing up. So now we got to hook up, take the boat to a different side of the dock. And unlock a trophy. But we take it to the different side of the dock, and then we unload some containers, set them down, and then we go. Or no, I'm on. We take the boat to the other side of the dock, drop it off, go back, load the containers up with different items, load them back on the truck, and then bring them to the boat, send the boat off. Basically, we unload containers and load containers back with different stuff. So far, though, I've seen the same stuff. This is where I got stuck at last time. So there we go. It's on. Go back up here. See, I got stuck right there going around that corner. I didn't go wide enough like this, and it just kind of the big boat got stuck right there at the edge, and I was still going, and it just tore my winch apart there. So I'm gonna get a little bit further wide here. Yeah, now we'll make it. So, I'm gonna try to keep doing the same thing we've been doing until somebody lets me know that I need to do something different. You know, if somebody's got some ideas on how to review this stuff and all that, help me make my career a little better. So the first review, like today, Mondays is our very first review on the game, which we will be all the information, like I gave you, the prices, the gigabytes, you know, the memory, and information about the designers, all that stuff will come on the first review. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday will be just gameplays. Just checking to make sure it's free, don't freeze, or anything bugged out, or because we all know that just because. Oh man, I just broke another one. I didn't even see it getting red. But we all true gamers know that we have gamed on a game for 2 or 3 days or a day or so, and everything be just fine. And then 3 days later, you playing it, and it just crashes out. Farmer's Life was like that. That one game I reviewed. First few times I played it, it was fine. There wasn't nothing wrong with it. And all of a sudden, I started getting more time into it and started, fast traveling a lot, because that's our job as a tester, is to try to do whatever we can to put so much strain on a game to see if it breaks. Because if it does, then it's not right. It's not supposed to. I don't care what you do, it's not supposed to break the game. If it does, then the game ain't done right. So, I started fast traveling because that's hard on the games, back and forth, back and forth, and then it started crashing on me. So it froze once, it crashed 2 or 3 times. So, and that's why I decided to give the game a whole week of playing nonstop, just to see if something's going to mess up or freeze up. Now, that's not to say that that's enough time. It could go ahead and do it on down the line, but usually, if you play it for about a week straight and it's not done nothing bad, then it's probably going to be okay. Unless they start, adding updates and all that. Because sometimes we all know that when designers and stuff make updates on stuff and put new stuff in, that will affect it sometimes. So now we're going to jump in our truck here, go load the containers up. we'll have to bring them back over here and load them back up onto the ship. And then most likely we'll have to go clean garbage up, I'd say. So other than that, I've not seen anything else for us to do on here. Oh, I'm supposed to park right there, I guess. But yeah, I'm not. So far, that what you've seen right here is what we do every day. I've not seen nothing added or nothing new. But I don't even remember what day I'm on, to be honest. 7, I think. 10, something like that. He'll tell you at the beginning of each cycle, each day, what your what your missions are today, and this and that. It's like I said, so far I've not seen nothing but the same things over and over. So that didn't take. And you can't tell. I mean, you just can't tell because I guess just go as far back as you can. So we load all this up. Basically, we reverse the process of what we did the first time. So I'm not sure positive yet. It might give us more things to do after you reach so many days or something. I don't really know for sure. Hopefully we'll find out. I don't think it's going to. I think what we see is what we're going to get. A $14 game. I don't think it's going to do a whole lot more. Which, I mean, it's not. It's good. I mean, it's different. I like it's different. It's cool. You get to drive equipment, but we all know after so long it's gonna get boring doing that same thing over and over again. Ah, it's just gonna get boring. We all know that. Another thing is I don't see no money, so uh, money wise, I don't know if we get money or gain money or what, but I don't see money so far. Ah, wrong way. Which means if there's no money, then you ain't gonna be buying no new vehicles or upgrading stuff or anything like that, which sucks. Let's see, let me go into. Well, thought there was. Oh, there's the tablet. So this is a task. This is what tells you to do everything. That's the map tutorial. And that's it. Yeah. So yeah, don't really tell you much. Oh, there is one other thing: fixing lights. You do go around fixing the lights in the joint, which is basically you're rewiring them. Which also, within the days we got it, we'll surely to goodness see it. So we got today, tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday, and Friday. So should be. Come on. See what I mean? Yeah, you just can't. There we go. Now I don't know if you fix the lights every day or not. So I don't know if that. I know yesterday I fixed them, so that might be why we ain't fixing them today. I don't know how it's gonna work, and we might still fix them. So. And anything, just like anything else in the world, you don't give up. You keep trying. You figure things out. That's life. That's how you do everything. If you don't do that with everything, you're not going to make it in life. But not only that, once you do something so many times, I mean, you will get better at it. So it's like, it kind of stinks at first starting these out because you got to go real careful and do this and do that before you get it right. Then eventually, it comes natural. I do wish the truck sounded better. It sounds like a little peep squeak, the 18-wheeler truck. And then, of course, we got to unload them again. Which I don't like. I think you should be able to just grab that thing right there or park under it and just pick them up instead of having to do this extra step. I mean, it don't make no sense because they both do the same thing, So basically, you got to drive up here, grab these, and set them down there instead of you could just pull the truck up under it and grab it, But it is what it is. Which I'm guessing. Well, I'm guessing if you're on a real dock, like for a port like this, and it's a busy one, you probably wouldn't have time to do that. So I could probably understand, having the person driving the truck unload them, set them here for the guy on the boat to do bringing them in. So that kind of makes sense, I guess. I can understand that now. But yeah, that didn't even work. It was right in the same daggone spot, but it didn't work. Oh yeah, it did. I don't know. It's still showing the red, but it worked. The yellow went away, so. Then of course they don't give you no room really, so. But I guess, we've got to make it challenging somehow. It being a simulator game. Had to raise it up. Let it down again. Hush. Sorry, guys. Dog playing. And there we go. Get this thing backed out of the way. But you don't really have to, I guess, because you're not driving the 18-wheeler no more. So now we do this again instead of putting them on the or taking them off the ship or putting them on the ship. You know, my boy, say hi, everybody. Okay, so now we're gonna clean garbage up, I think. That's what it looks like. Or lights. I don't know, but I think it's garbage. Yeah, it's garbage. Gotta pick our garbage up. Port life's never done. And you really don't have to follow the map. You could actually go to either one of these dots by itself if you wanted to. I just follow it because it's easier. I have actually went myself and went to the different dots, but then you get stuck sometimes because you go the wrong way. Like right here, you gotta go through here. And of course, you can't go through there. So you gotta go around it. So it can get confusing with all the containers and all that in the way. So basically, we're going to pick up. See, that wants us to go through there, but you can't go through there. Some of them you can only go out of, you can't go in. Well, I didn't even see that thing. Which it wouldn't matter, I think, 'cause I don't believe it lets you move on to the next day until you're actually, excuse me, done with all the tasks. So you would know if you missed something or not. Because it shows you a dot when it's time to go back to the place. It'll take you straight to it. I could have went right there. Yeah, yeah. Oh no, I couldn't have anyway. So let's get it off. Oh, there's one right there. I was gonna say, wow, where'd it take him? Yeah, you drive. Oh, well, I'm glad I seen that. We've never been able to pass on. But yeah, you just drive around, pick up all the garbage. Then you take them to the dumpster. And now we follow the map. Oops. Guess I should have looked backwards, shouldn't I? Now we'll see if it's going the wrong way. Now we'll see if we're going to the warehouse or if we're fixing lights. Looks like we're going to be fixing lights. Yep. So now we get to run around the whole map again. I like that because you can almost hear the tape, like, the way a tape sounds when you're wrapping it or tearing it. And of course, it wants you to go through there, but you can't, so you're going to go around. Or up. This should be the last thing we do unless it gives us something new, which would be cool, but I'm kind of doubting it. Oh, did I go the wrong way? Oh well. Just keep driving, it'll reroute you. Let's see what happens. Ah, nothing. Just throws a big spark for you. So there you go. You know, if you cross the wires, nothing really happens. You get a trophy if you're on console, though, which is the only thing I think this game's for. have one more. All right, I think we're done. I think we're going back to base. Yep. We back at the base. Oh, come on. Oh, now he's going to make you fix the daggone thing. Pretty bad. It starts you out different. That's all it is. So they ain't adding nothing new. They just ain't adding nothing new. All they're doing is basically starting you out different days. And you have to go up here and fix this thing. And there you go. The day's work is done. Now you go clock out. Day 5. Really? 5 days? That's nuts. So you got controls and audio and settings is all you got. That's kind of weird. Yeah, it's very no cool, not cool at all. Okay, so guys, that's it for today. I guess we'll just keep playing different each one of the days over and over until this coming weekend and see what we got. I definitely don't like that. Definitely needs to be longer, a lot longer than that. Uh, or a free roam play or something. But you know, we need to do that. They need to add some stuff. They need upgrades. You know, maybe your guy rank up in the ranks. You know, like become higher up in the rankings at work or something. You know, something. But I hope you enjoyed, guys. You know, we'll see you tomorrow and we'll see what we got if it crashes or freezes. That's all we're looking for now is any bugs or crashing and freezing. And Friday we'll determine what we're going to rank it. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you for your support. We'll see you tomorrow on the next one.